Hello, welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Good evening in the game. As you can hear, I'm pretty tired. So, gonna grab some fuel, back this bad boy up into the garage and take some much needed rest. I'll be back in the morning. So what have we got lined up this morning? Well, it's time to try a new engine. This is the Zeemods 8V92, or Detroit Diesel 8V, Series 92. What does that mean? It is a 12.1 litre V8 two-stroke diesel. It's an old school diesel. And it's a little different to the normal diesels that I tend to experience. First respect, it sounds different. Yes, it's an 8-cylinder, and this engine thrives on revs, as we're going to experience. Let's get you hitched up, and we'll be on our way. This is my first time trying this engine with a cargo, so I'm optimistic I'll do okay. But I did take a look at some of the history and performance specs of the engine. Something else to talk about is the gearbox, which is the Eaton-Fuller 10-speed, but with a shortened final drive. So it's shorter geared than the standard, already fairly short 10-speed. The reason why I went with a shorter gearbox, shorter final drive, is because Detroit Diesel's literature recommends that you cruise with the engine between 1800 and 1600 RPM. Now the downside of that is that this is not a quiet truck. That's a lot of engine noise. I'm gonna have to hope that you can hear me over this engine. I'm going to adjust the sound settings the next time I use this donk. I've already knocked down the engine noise quite a bit, but convinced it's going to work so good. Talk a little bit about this Detroit Diesel 8V Series 92 engine. It's a 12.1 litre. It's 355 horsepower and 1150 foot-pounds of torque. Peak torque is produced, I believe, at 1300 RPM. Detroit Diesel recommends you cruise with 1600 to 1800 RPM on the tacho. Even with the 3.36 final drive, this truck is little bit tall geared if I want to cruise at 55. It's not far off though. mostly I figure that, well, it's always going to be a compromise, so there will be times when I'm going to try and cruise at 60 or 65, power permitting. It's a pretty nifty truck stop. I know I was talking about gearing or something boring earlier on when I got a green light through a way station, but they pulled me in. We're on the approach to California, so yeah, I'm gonna stop. So here's something strange about this 8V92, and that is it doesn't have exhaust brake or Jake brake. I believe that's because there wasn't one on the engine that Z used to record the sounds. And I did not appreciate how much I used the engine brake. This transmission has a retarder that helps a lot. It's not quite the same, and it certainly doesn't sound the same. Yeah, it's a pretty light load, but it might be time to stretch the engine's legs a little. Detroit Diesel's guidance says something along the lines of cruise at 16 to 1800 RPM, but 2100 RPM is available for hills. So the irony of stopping at the California Ag checkpoint isn't lost on me, because there is no way they would let this engine into California without a whopping great big fine. If you listen carefully, you can probably hear a redwood tree falling just because I've entered the state. As far as performance goes, this V8 is doing okay. It's not outstanding, but providing you keep the revs up, which of course you kind of have to, it performs okay, and I quite like the sound, though it is noisy. Almost. Yeah, I should pass this bus though. I love buses. Not. well, here's my exit, and here's where I'm missing the engine brake already. In fact, I think I'm pretty much there once I exit the highway, so this should be pretty short from this point onwards. Alright, pretty much there. So, to summarise, nice sounding, performs much better than I thought, and enjoyable. So I think I'll be using this engine again. But how well it works with an automatic. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed what you've seen today, and you can click like below if you have. If you think it sucks, go ahead and click dislike. You can subscribe for more, and above all, be sure to have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.